One of my favorite guys is an author who comes from the Harvard Negotiation Project. His name is William Ury. I like to use this quote. His quote is, "You'll be hard-pressed ever to convince another human being that you have the solution to their problems if you haven't first convinced them that you understand what their problems are." So the number one thing you can do, the least costly concession you can make in any negotiation, but will mean the world to somebody else, the person you're trying to persuade, is to listen to them, which I know sounds simplistic. And again, without spending an hour on it, there's a huge difference between hearing, which everybody does, unless you're hearing impaired. It doesn't take any effort. If a noise is happening in the room, it hits your eardrums, it gets to your brain, you hear it. That's not the same as listening. The problem in communication is the average person speaks at about 125 words a minute. The average listener hears, sorts, and processes information at 425 words a minute. There's no way for the speaker to keep up. And as a listener on this end of the communication loop, if I don't actively, consciously try to capture what you're saying, which is listening, which by the way ignites a whole different set of neurons in the brain, which gives us the ability to learn. And by the way, the person we're trying to influence sees that. They see in your body language, they see in some of the way you respond to them that you are actively listening to them and trying to capture what they say. And again, in any relationship, listening is at least the first step, if not the key step, in creating trust and rapport. You have to make people understand that you're paying attention to them. Until they're convinced that you've paid attention to them, they won't pay attention to you. Listening is the key.